Journey.
Hi.
And we have some, I think it could be seen as sad news, but it's also just time. I will be leaving My Style Journey.
It's very sad for me, but I totally understand Matilda's reasons, and there's a lot going on in both of our lives. And My Style Journey is something that I did birth a few years ago. It was something that was burning in my heart, and it was something that I wanted to do for the mature community, for women. And it's still something that I want to continue, but we will be honing it a little bit more. Anyway, I'm going to let Matilda explain her side.
I'm extremely grateful for the year that I was part of My Style Journey. I learned so much, not just about social media and how to do photos and all the technical stuff, but about myself as well, about my style and about who I want to be. And I don't think I am a person that wants to be in photos anywhere. I want to be more behind the scenes, and I want to wish Belinda well, and I hope I can still help her sometimes, or maybe do behind the scenes things for her. And as you know, we also have another business called Belle Whimsy Clothing that sells pre-loved clothing. So I am taking over that side of our business, and that will free Belinda up to put all her energy into My Style Journey as well.
Yeah, I think that that's going to be a wonderful way that we're going to be able to move forward, because Belle Whimsy takes up just as much time as My Style Journey did for me, sometimes even a little bit more, because we used to do markets. At the moment, through COVID, we haven't been doing markets, but I'm sure by October we'll be doing markets again. Well, Matilda will be doing them. I won't have to do them. But I will help her. If her daughter's unable to help her, or if she needs somebody to assist, I will definitely help her with that, as I'm sure she will with me. So this has got nothing to do with any falling out in our friendship. This has got nothing to do with any disagreements between Matilda and I. It's just, this is going to be easier for me and easier for her going forward. I need to let Belle Whimsy go. I'm competing with Matilda's bird.
Can you hear him screeching?
And it's just, I don't know if you can hear it, I'm sure you can. But I need to let Belle Whimsy go, because it really did take up a lot of my time. And since Matilda and her daughter have taken it over, it's really gained presence, because they've been able to give it their all for the last month. I think we've been off social media for about a month now. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it feels shorter to me. But
Oh, it feels longer. I've probably missed it more than Matilda.
I think so.
But she's also been on social media doing Belle Whimsy, and because we live in different cities, both businesses have been becoming a little bit more difficult. It was difficult for us to do Belle Whimsy together, especially during lockdown, because in our country we live in different provinces. We were not able to travel interprovincially until very recently. So Matilda and her daughter took over Belle Whimsy, and you've done well with that.
Yes, and we've enjoyed it. I think, I hope my daughter can stick around for a while. We'll see what happens in future, but I think it's been good for me to give my attention just to Belle Whimsy. I think that would have been the same if Belinda would have done Belle Whimsy, but it takes too much time and energy to do both, I think.
Absolutely.
So, and it suits me better to be not so visible, and Belinda likes to be more visible and experiment with photographs and things like that. So I think it works, it's going to work well.
Yes, so there are a few changes that I'm going to implement on my YouTube channel. It's going to become much more honed into fashion and lifestyle of the mature women. I've been doing a lot of research behind the scenes and taken this time off, this past month off, to be more considering of the direction that I want to take My Style Journey in. I suspected that Matilda was going to do this to me. No, she's not doing it to me. She's honestly, this is going to work, I think, for both of us. And Matilda's going to definitely help me in the background, and I'm going to be there for her. And I'm trusting that she moves to the city where I currently live, and hopefully before I move away to where I plan to retire, we will have maybe even just 6 months to a year together.
Actually working in the same city would be amazing. And maybe you'll see me again if Belinda styles me or have an interview with me about something or whatever. I'm always available for that. I just don't want to be doing it regularly, full time. I just wanted to say that I'm so grateful for the community of women that were part of my life for this year. Everybody on Instagram, on Facebook, the few times I was on YouTube, it was really, you are an amazing community, and I think I'm grateful, and I know you will keep on supporting Belinda.
I hope so. It's going to feel weird not being a duo.
Yes.
It is going to feel odd initially. I did toy with the idea of changing the name, but it was the original name of the channel in any case before Matilda came on board, and it is about my style journey. We wanted to make it very personal, making it all about your style journey, you know, so every woman who looks at it says this is my journey of my own personal style. So I think I'm going to keep that because it just is comfortable. You know, we've got a lot of friends on Facebook who just refer to us as MSJ. They
Yes.
talk to us as MSJ, and that feels comfortable, that feels normal, and I don't want to change that. I feel that losing Matilda in this platform is tough, but it is just the natural flow of things. And Matilda and I have come a long way over the past 10 or 11 years of our friendship. We have ebbed and flowed in our friendship, and this is just another normal, natural flow into a different direction for each of us.
I think so, and I'm so grateful for what MSJ brought to my life. It was amazing.
Can you share more specifically what you think it brought to your life?
Well, one of the main things I think is that I gained so much confidence.
Yes.
I used to be very timid and not able to express myself openly to people anywhere, and especially Instagram just forced me to be out there, and I'm not as shy or self-conscious anymore. I think that was one of my main things, that I really found my voice and to be myself, to be more authentic. And then of course dressing so much better. If you would ever look at the start
I'm
of
going
Instagram,
to put some photos.
the beginning of me on Instagram in the beginning, and then before I left, it's just like two different people. So
Matilda had a closet full of clothing that wasn't her.
yeah, not at all. My thing was I got up in the mornings and whatever was there, I just
Put on her body.
yes, and I never really thought about it. I wanted to in the back of my mind. So Belinda just gave me a forum, a platform to discover myself. So I think that was the main things for me. And just to learn, I could feel my mind expanding when I did social media. For example, I suck at flat lays. Totally sucked. It took me forever to learn how to do it properly. For other people that's more visual and more dexterous, it's probably easy. But I could feel my mind expand as I was just learning how to do this. So yeah, I think it was an amazing experience. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I'm glad.
Yeah, it was, and it brought me and Belinda closer together as well,
Yes.
and I think we have a very solid friendship.
Yeah, for me, what Matilda brought to my life during the journey in the past year has been to be more conscious of what I bring into my closet. I really didn't pay attention to what I was wearing. I always knew that I wanted to look good, but I didn't care where the clothing came from. So she brought a very ethical and conscious aspect to my dressing, and it has totally changed how I dress and will forever be part of my journey going forward. I will always think what material I'm bringing into my closet. How long will I wear this? She's honestly challenged me in that regard. And I've always said she's my little green warrior, you know. She doesn't feel like that is her, but I'm really not that person. So she's brought that into my life.
Yeah, I think we will both challenge each other in different ways. We are very different, but we celebrate that. And I need someone that's different from me in my life so that I don't do the same things over and over again.
Yes.
And someone honest enough to tell me, nah, try this is not working for you, or even for my emotional and psychological well-being. Belinda's very empathetic and she thinks about how people would feel and what would be better for you and things like that. And she's brought a real emotional sensitivity to my life. You really have.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you. I think we've both brought so much depth into each other's lives. There's been a hunger within me for a friend like Matilda, because we do connect on every level. We challenge each other mentally, we challenge each other emotionally, we challenge each other energetically.
Yes.
We don't really challenge each other spiritually because Matilda isn't spiritual. And I'm okay with that, and she's okay with me being more spiritual. We just challenge each other.
Yeah, and even physically, just to look better, to feel better, and in my mind, it was always very shallow to care about how you really look. You should look decent, but to really care was a bit shallow. And so now we can challenge each other that way as well, because I don't think it's shallow at all.
No.
I think how you present yourself is very important.
And it's very important to present yourself as you want to be perceived by the world, and not just to...
Yeah.
And to be thoughtful about that.
We can even talk about things like that as well. Like in a certain situation, you would want to be perceived more strong or more confident, so you will dress that way on purpose.
So we've come to the end of this little video, and I want to, from the bottom of my heart, thank Matilda for all her time and all her effort. I know that I've stretched her with regards to her fashion sense, definitely. And I love the new Matilda. I love the Matilda who's considered what she's putting on her body before she walks out the door. I love that that has happened on this journey. I don't think it's me. I think it's the process of this whole journey that my style journey has provided for Matilda. I just want to say really thank you, Matilda, for being there for me. I've had a rough time with COVID, and you've been a rock for me. It's been great to have somebody just to talk to offload to, who really hears me, who listens to me and doesn't negate my emotions. And I've had a very emotional time through COVID, and I just think that this break from social media has done me so well, and even not having to worry about the Belle Whimsy site has been good for me, because I've had that real break where Matilda's had to continue, at least on that platform. You've continued, but you're much better than me in being able to cut yourself off from social media.
And Belle Whimsy was kind of your responsibility. I didn't really do anything except markets. So it was new for me, actually. So it was good, and I'm glad I could take some of the pressure off you there.
Yes.
Yes, and I want to say thanks for the opportunity that you asked me, of all people. I'm grateful for everything that I discovered about myself and about you, about us,
Yes.
and about our families even, world in general. You've also brought a depth to my life that I didn't think I would have.
There's definitely a dynamic that we now share that we didn't have before, and we mustn't get emotional on camera.
So, and thanks to everyone out there, I had a blast.
So My Style Journey is back with a vengeance. I'm going to be doing weekly videos on YouTube for now. I look forward to making new videos. I have loads of ideas on where I want to take the channel, and I just want to end it by again saying thank you, Matilda. Thank you for doing this video with me, because we just wanted to end it off and let you know why Matilda won't be in future videos. If she does feature as a guest in the future, that's great. I'm glad she said it. I didn't say it. She said it. You heard it from her mouth. But we just want to say thank you for being there. Thank you for being supportive of this channel. We know we're a tiny little channel, but we love, I love being out there on this tiny little space in the YouTube world. So thank you for joining us today, and I will see you next time. Bye.